So we're out on the fields of Perthshire once again in Scotland. I'm joined by Pete on the right hand side and Marty on the left hand side. They're both beginners that I'm taking out to see how they find metal detecting. Both of them have got signals, so that's a good start. So we're following these stakes. So you can see, oh, this one here, another one over here, and they carry on out into this field. So this is an old trackway that I know was here in the Georgian period, and it may well have been all the way back to the medieval period. So I've staked it out last night using my satellite GPS, and we're going to see if we can turn anything up. Thought I'd save you the digging of the hole, try and do a bit of speed detecting today, so we get more content for you and you don't have to spend as much time watching it. Seems to be here somewhere. No, here. There, you see it? It's a coin, I think. I think it is a coin. And there we go. Gave it a little rub on the woolly jumper. It seems to have come up a lot better than a rub on the trousers. So it's Georgius II Rex. Looking to the left. Bit of corrosion on this side, but to be honest it's in pretty good condition, and the back is exceptionally good condition. You've got Britannia seated, and the date I'm not really sure. I think it's 1733, but the 3s look a bit like 5s as well, so can't remember exactly when he was on the throne, but I'm going to guess 1733. So turbulent time in Scotland during the Jacobite rebellions of this period, so that's a great find. Some wildlife for company, a few deer just motoring past us. So another signal, it's out the hole. Beauty. Oh, thought it was a coin. It's not a coin. No idea what it is, but it's not a coin. So there's the back of it, and there's the front of it. It's got like a sort of floral design on it, but I've got no idea what it would have been for. You know, it would suggest the decoration would say something to do with horses, but I just can't see anything functional that could be. So anyway, it's something. On to the next. So half decent signal, it's out the hole somewhere about here. Ah, there we go, look, the dreaded tin foil. Another signal. Sounded pretty good. Aluminium or a coin. I think it's a coin, look. It's a coin. So there we go, bit of a clean up. George V. Penny. 1 penny. Date at the bottom, I'm afraid, has had it. 19, and I can't read the rest, but I would guess probably about 1920s normally. Another signal. Worth the dig. Now I can't find it. Is it on? It's not on, that's why. There it is there. Piece of copper alloy. Looks like it's been part of a big button. There it is there, isn't it? Yes. There's more than one signal, that's what the problem is. There's 2 signals. There we go. That is a musket ball. So it's been fired from an old-fashioned flintlock musket, or it's been dropped by someone who had a flintlock musket. It's made of lead, and that could be what, any time from the 1617 into the 1800s. Very good. Another signal. This one's a bit ropey, but I dug it anyway. Not getting loads of finds, so I thought that was like a wee coin there for a second. There she blows. What is it? Nobody knows. It's just a little slither of copper, I think. Put that a green colour to it, so who knows, it could be anything. Another good find. This one sounds quite coin-like. And there we go, there is a coin. It's a 1p piece, as in still in currency today. There you go, Martin the beginner has just come over to me and said he's got a great find. I thought he was going to produce a Red Bull can, but he's got a hammered coin. So you can just make out at the top here, there's a crown, there's hair either side, and there's a face on the back side. Pellets and a cross that tell you it's a long cross medieval penny, silver penny or halfpenny. I'll need to have a look at it later on and see if I can see a mint mark on it. But it will say Civitas and then wherever it was minted. Could be London, LON there, possibly, London. But I'll have a proper look at it later. Well done, Marty. First hammered coin. So I've just dug that hole and just seen Martin's coin at the same time. I just went to pick up a metal detector. Do you see what I see? Look at that. There's a pair of buttocks sticking out the ground. So it looks like a little statue. So we'll pick her up and see what it is. It's a wee person made of porcelain without a head. There you go. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Beauty. So I've had a little scrape around where I got my little bare bottomed little statue, little Adonis. I think he must be a Scottish Adonis because look, he's got a bit of a belly on him. I don't think it's Greek or Roman. I think this is probably Victorian or Georgian. Just not sure what it would have been off of. But it just shows you find the strangest things in fields sometimes. Unfortunately though, no head turned up. Who knows, maybe in later days we might discover his head or his feet or hands. So there we go, bizarre as ever. There's certainly plenty of activity, both of them are digging away. Plenty of signals, and I've got another signal just here. Here. Oh, it is here, look. I thought it was in the big clod. It's another coin. So there we go. Bit of a rub. Victoria, Queen Victoria. 1880, and I kind of lost the last number. I think it's a 1887. Another coin for Marty, but it is so smooth you can't actually see anything on it at all. Got a lovely colour to it, but I would guess it's probably Victoria. Hey ho, it's a coin. So I knew it was going to be iron, but I dug it anyway because it was very, very shallow, just to check and make sure it was iron. And I thought I could recognise the shape. I started to give it a little bit of a chisel off, and you can see it's an old padlock. It's an old iron padlock. So I'll take that home, see if I can clean it up a little bit. Who knows, maybe there's a maker's mark on it. And hopefully this was on the front of a treasure chest full of gold and silver coins. Well, Martin said that he had a crucifix. I thought he was joking, but it does actually look like he does have a crucifix. It's got the right shape. Looks sort of like a big Celtic cross, made of iron. Who knows, you can take it home and you can clean it up. But it does look like there's a central design there. And it does look a bit like a cross, but we'll see. So sorry, I forgot to press record and spent 2 minutes talking to myself. There's another of these Scottish coins. So you've got CR on the reverse with a crown above. I'm not going to rub it any more than that because I don't want to scratch it any more than I have. So that's Charles the First. On this side you can clearly see the thistle. So that is Scottish, it's a turner or 2p. It's made of copper. And around the edge it would say Nemo me impune laces it, which means who dare meddle with me. Just still on coins in Scotland today. So that's cracking. 1620 to 1649, and I think this is about the, I'm guessing probably the 8th, the 9th, maybe even the 10th one of these that I've had this year. So I'm over the moon with that. That's brilliant, and it's in pretty good condition. I'm sure it'll clean up even better. So there we go. I got a lovely 1620 to 1649 coin. Peter just unearthed this amazing relic, which is a piece of lead, and Marty's just come over with 2 spanners. So we've gone 400 years in history with 3 people barely 20 feet apart from one another. Sounds quite good. Sounds like a coin. It was quite deep, probably about 8 or 9 inches. Sounds like I've got it here somewhere. Is that it there? Nope. Oh, there it is there. Is it? It is. It's a coin. So here we go. It is identical, I think, or a better condition than I got. I got this same coin in a different field a couple of days ago. You might remember if you've seen the video. There is a head on it. There he is there. Look, George the 3rd. 1819, which I'm pretty sure the other coin was 1819 as well, but the back wasn't as good as this is. I've still got no idea what this is in terms of a coin. Is it a... Can anyone tell me? I don't know what it is. Is it a shilling or a sixpence? I don't see anything written on it to indicate what it is. And as I say, I don't think I've ever had one of these before until I had that one last week. And as it often is the case, you then go and find another one shortly thereafter. So George the 3rd, the madness of King George. I think his rule ended in 1820, I think, so this would have been right at the end of his life. So another coin, cracking, delighted. So Marty, who's barely ever metal detected in his life, just came over to me and said, I've got another hammered coin, to which I said, yeah, sure you do. And he actually bloody does. He's got another hammered coin. So his first one looked like it's probably from the 1300s. Maybe Edward the 1st, 2nd or 3rd. This one's later. This is Elizabeth the 1st. You can just see her nose, her eye looking to the left. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a 3p. It's too small for a 6p. But cracking. That probably dates to, what, sometime 1560s, 1580s. Through until, what, I think 1603 she was on the throne. So fantastic, Martin, you're never getting out again. So we just saw Marty's coin, and I think I have got a coin again as well, and it looks pretty coinish to me. So there we go. It is a George the 3rd. It's either a penny or a halfpenny. Can't see a date on it, but that would be sometime between, what, 1760 and 1820-ish. I think the date would normally actually be on that side. I think it's a halfpenny, but nice, good coin. And we're right on the, you can see the markers, so we're right on the stake of where the road used to be, and Martin got his coin just over here. So within a very short distance of where this old trackway used to be. Brilliant. Another reasonably good signal. Hoping it's going to be a coin, but it's not. It's a thing. No, it's just a slither of, looks like copper. Maybe a tag off an animal or something like that, but nothing particularly great. So another signal is out the hole, and it's a little bit ropey, to be honest, but given the fact that we seem to be getting things left, right and centre, I thought it was worth a dig. Now I've lost it again. Oh, there we go, look. Oh, I thought it was a coin, it's not. Bit of a button. Oops, dropped it again. Yep, bit of a stud or a fastening or the front of a button. So Pete's busy digging a signal over there. Marty's got a signal over here. You can see the posts here, and if I spin round, we've got my jumper on another one over there, and I'm literally slap bang on where the road is, and I've got a signal. Sounds quite good. Tempt fate, but it's come out in the first hole. Seems to be in here. Give it a wee shuggle. Oh, there we go, look. Another button. Almost identical again to that last one. Got writing on it, but I'm not sure it's going to be legible. Yeah, I'll need to give it a clean up when I get home, but again, it's not very old. It's probably less than 50 years old. So another good signal. I'm down about 8 or 9 inches, and it's still in the hole. So let's have a wee look and see what it is. Still in the hole. Right, I'm going to need to get the spade in. Getting too hard to dig with my hands. This really isn't easy with one hand, but that's all loosened up, so let's get these bits out and see what we've got. It doesn't look any deeper than it was. Still there. There we go. There it is there. A little bit of pipe maybe. It's not a little bit of pipe. Let me give this a wee clean up. Smoking? No, it can't be, it's metal. Right, let me give it a wee clean and we'll see what it is. Get my back on the wind, try and give it a bit of protection. Does anyone guess what that is? Not the kind of thing you'd expect to find in the middle of a field. But if you think it looks like a cannon, then you're right, it is a cannon. It's a child's toy cannon. You can see the little hole there, which is the wee gunpowder hole. And then it would be hollow inside there, full of soil though. I'm pretty certain, and again someone tell me if I'm wrong, but a friend of mine had one of these, oh god, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and it was a Georgian toy cannon. And I'm sure someone's told me before that these were actually able to fire. You could put a small amount of powder in them. I don't know whether that's true or not, but it's a little child's toy, well, bronze cannon or copper alloy cannon. So that's brilliant. I mean, if it's Georgian, then that's sometime, what, way back to 1715 right through to the 1820s. So that's a cracker. Great find, really happy with that. A nice old relic. There we go. A nice metal hook. Some sort of old farming implement with a bit of chain attached to it. It's obviously snapped off. And lane for me to discover. So I didn't even need to dig this. When I got the signal, it was practically on the surface. It's a token. I think they're for gambling, for playing cards and so on. It's supposed to be like an imitation of a gold, what's called a spade guinea. Dates to 1797, but it's not that old. I think these are quite a bit more modern than that, maybe even Victorian, or maybe even more modern than that. But in memory of the good old days is what it says around the edge, and George III on the other side. So interesting find. Somebody out having a wee game of poker maybe and lost it. So the boys are still digging away. You got Pete over here, Marty over there, and then the road coming through here. Well, in fact, it's more going over there. But they've both had a great day. Pete, I think, had 3 or 4 coins. Marty's got 5 or 6, plus 2 of them are hammered. And I've obviously had the old Scottish copper coin from the 1600s, so it's been a great day 5 hours and covered a lot of ground. And there's the last signal of the day for me. It's another musket ball. A lead musket ball. Just give it a wee rub it up. This one's been fired. You can see it's got an impact on this side. So dates to what, 1617 into the early 1800s. So that'll do us. Great day, thanks for watching.